Hello everybody, my name is Zen and welcome to my first impressions of Type King, which for the first time ever might be one of the games that I show on the channel that might change your life. And I have a whole thing I want to talk about later in the video about that, but I'm serious. This game may very well change your life, and you need to listen when I say that, and I'll give an example later of my own life. What is it though? It's a typing game. Some of you who grew up in the States definitely know this, where if you went to public school within the last 20 years or 25 years, you had to take a computers class where you started kind of learning how to type. And for my generation, I'm 35, we grew up on Mavis Beacon Teach Us Typing. And I remember being in computer class, just kind of learning how to type, and it was middle school, and it was fun because there were little games that you would play with it. You would type, and the goal was to not look at the keyboard, look at the screen and all that, and the game taught you how to do that. It was really, really good. I will always think fondly on Mavis Beacon because that software was amazing. This is kind of that, and they have a single player and multiplayer. I'll talk about the multiplayer in a bit, but let's jump in. This is my first impressions. Like I said, I've not seen anything past this and a trailer, so you guys are getting my genuine first impressions of this as someone who is very, 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 very passionate about this topic. So we got a couple things. Single player, we got typing, jumping, Type King left, Type King right. That's really hard to say. So typing, the only game mode, type fast enough, or you will have to start over. You could see your progress on the left side of the screen. As you rise higher the scepter will turn white, but time goes on. It will slowly turn back, or black rather. You can, this font's really hard for me to read, by the way, as a dyslexic person. That might affect my typing. You can also see your words per minute count on the top left. The highest achieved words per minute pace is shown at the victory screen. Playing this game mode unlocks more stories in the main menu. Sure. So jumping is, there are two types of platforms to jump on, and both of them will start disintegrating once you touch them. The red ones are normal and the light blue ones are slippery. We're definitely going to do jumping. Making it harder to stay on. A great game mode for practice jumping before going to the Type King game modes. So Type King left combines both typing and jumping. In the single player variant, typing is done with your left hand and jumping with the right. Okay, so you're doing both. It's interesting. So I'll show you how that works later. Let's just jump into typing. We'll just do normal. Sure, whatever. So 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna type. Oh my goodness, I've already messed it up. And typing things to make the world more organized. You get it. Types. Oh my goodness, I messed it up. Types are important for having a way to differentiate and describe all the things around us. This font is really hard for me to read. For example, there are multiple types of plants, and knowing which, I find this fun. It's almost impossible for me to do any kind of dialogue over this. Oh my goodness, I can't think and type. Oh, I said I'm going too deep now. Deep now. Types always gets me going. I beg your pardon? Where did this game go? Here to do a job, and that is to cleanse corruption and hopefully write a guide for future wizards to do the same. I love it. Okay, you get the idea. Let's go ahead and go back. So that is teaching you how to type, and that's the most simple gameplay mode. Jumping, so we're gonna do easy because I actually don't know how this is gonna entail here. How does one jump? Oh, it's literally you're jumping. Oh wow, this thing floats. It's WASD, and this sucker really goes. Yeah. That's very hard to do. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so we got the idea of jumping. So now let's go back and see the both of them. So we're go single player, type king right. So you type ooey, and then you can jump on it. Oh my goodness, I missed. Ooh. Oh, this is actually harder for me to do. Oh my goodness. Y, J. I actually need to back this up. This is something that as you learn how to type, whoops, let's go back. This is something that as you learn how to type, typing random letters in patterns, I find it's just a bit harder than typing actual words. So maybe this will be a little bit better. Oh my goodness, I've messed it up. HHUUM. Wait, why is it not letting me go to that one? Oh, I was doing J. Wow, my hand like rested completely different on the keyboard. LLNN jump. Okay, I. Hey, no. It's so slippery. Oh, that's really hard to do both. Okay. Oh my goodness. LLMMK. Whoa. I can't do it. I just can't get up on these things. I think what I need to do is practice actually jumping first, because the physics on it are really difficult. Whoa, I fell through. Okay, so the co-op mode is that, except one person is typing things out, which become the clouds, and the other player is jumping, right? So you're kind of trying to get up and above it, which is really cool. I like that a lot. So you get the idea. I don't think I need to show any more of this game. That's the game. There will be a free demo available on the 5th of February for the Steam Next Fest, and this game doesn't come out until later in February. So I have an early code, and I want to say this. This seems really silly to put on the channel for most people, I would say. You're gonna see this pop up in your subscription feed. You're gonna go, why? Why? A typing game? Okay, whatever. But I need to tell you this. Doing and learning how to type properly will change your life. For example, I was the kid in my computer class well, I guess there was like 2 or 3 of us out of 20 that kind of took things seriously. Like, actually, you know what? I kind of like computers. I want to learn how to type. Yeah, let's learn how to type. And by the end of the first couple months, I was blasting way past everybody else. Like, I was significantly faster at typing than anybody else. I wasn't looking at the keyboard or anything. Like, it was a skill that I dedicated myself to, and I learned. And you know what? That skill led me to running my own business, to getting married, to making some of the best friends that I've ever had in my life. Why? Well, because from being able to learn how to type really well and then moving into the digital age as someone who grew up and was of the perfect age when World of Warcraft was released, and I jumped in and started playing there, I found it very comfortable to talk to people online because I was such a quick typer that I could not only run my guild, which I totally did, but I could run raids. I could interact with party members really quickly and not necessarily have to be on voice chat, although voice chat was definitely a thing that became very prevalent in the following years after the launch of World of Warcraft for me. But initially, it was a lot of typing, and being able to type and be really confident about typing quickly meant that I was making friendships all over the place. And that led me into playing more and more. And then by the time 2017 rolled around, I had someone join my guild who happened to be a friend of another friend that I made playing World of Warcraft. And he invited her in. And, a year later, we kind of started hitting it off and talking and being like, oh, we're kind of interested in each other. So, let's do this. And I met my wife. So without being able to confidently type and feel like I could go onto, online portals where I could talk to people and wasn't having to rely on voice chat, that meant the world to me because, again, I found my wife through being able to play online RPGs. I was able to start my business because, man, I'll tell you what, putting a bunch of Etsy listings up because I do 3D printing, that requires a lot of typing. Doing game design, which is you know, a passion of mine and something I did in the past, I couldn't have done that without being able to type. Doing YouTube, I couldn't be able to do it without being able to type very quick because, you know, efficiency is king around here, and if you can't type fast, you're gonna fall behind. This is something I'm gonna instill upon my kids, and this game is perfect for them. I had Mavis Beacon teaches typing. They're gonna have Type King, and that's all I need to say. If you're interested in this game, it's very basic. But what it does is it's teaching you one of the most important life skills ever. I'm gonna do hard to end this video. If you're interested in playing this game, like I said, a free demo will be available on the 5th of February. The game doesn't launch until later in February. Definitely go wishlist it on Steam, and 100% check it out by clicking my link in the description. It's tracked so the developer knows you know, who's able to make purchases through there. So, and it helps the channel, right? Because then people know that we're making a difference. All right, here we go. Hard. I'm going to focus. Go focus mode. Oh my goodness, I'm already bad. I'm telling you, this is really hard for me to read. This font is bad. That would be my biggest feedback, is having a potentially alternative font choice for people like me who are dyslexic. But I can't tell how good I'm doing. Nope, 2 O's. This is harder than it looks. Define what corruption is, huh? Oof, I could go on and on about that. It is the abuse, yeah, definitely. Abuse of power for your own gain. That could be the first tip for fighting corruption for my guide. It is easy to recognize once you know what to look for. Okay, that should be the first floor and the introduction to my guide done. Whew. That's actually kind of a workout. I haven't done this in a long time. So, corruption. Yeah, what about it? And the power go hand in hand. But who holds the power and risks being corrupt? Rulers, kings, queens, governors, ex-presidents. Sorry. Who controls the actions of others. They each hold power in different amounts, but even a small amount of power can tempt one to the dark side of corruption. They have cookies. For people of all ages, not even children are safe. It's very true. Once you have kids, you realize they're all evil. It is easily why is it not? Oh, I have a T there. Proven by giving one child some power over the others. Human nature works in mysterious. This game is getting deep. Mysterious ways. This brings us to my second tip for the reader. Power feeds corruption. well, that should be all for the second part. I feel like I'm doing okay. My wrist actually hurts. Let's go back to the main menu. You get it. If you like the video, hit the like button to share this to more people so that they, too, can learn how to type better, because it may very well change their life. With all that being said, thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you all next time.